Of course, driving on the limit involves a certain amount of inevitable overstepping of it, and this can result in you having to cope with a number of different handling imbalances, often several times on a single lap, sometimes several times in a single corner.
Then two terms which you're very quickly going to become familiar with will be under and oversteer. And as a race driver, you need to know not only what these mean, but in fact what caused them, and more importantly, what to do to correct them and sort matters out. Understeer is where the front axle of the car gives up its grip, the front tyres become swamped, and it's going to run wide. How do we correct a car that's understeering? Lift off the power gently, but we also take off steering lock. Oversteer, on the other hand, is the opposite. That's when the rear axle or the rear tyres become overloaded, the back end of the car starts to drift away, and it's our job immediately to apply corrective opposite lock in the direction of the skid. But equally, if it was too much throttle that caused the car to oversteer, we gently ease back off it. But if in fact it was coming off the throttle, say for example we went into the corner too fast, lost our confidence and lifted off, that would transfer the vehicle's weight over the front axle, the back end comes round. Well, in that situation, clearly, at that point, we've got to do the opposite. We've in fact got to get back on the gas to balance the car.
And the earlier you recognise the slide, the better your chance of correction with minimal time loss. Your ability to handle a sliding car will determine your ultimate potential. Car control is a skill that can only be developed with practice, but beware, it can prove to be an expensive skill to master. The trick is to always look in the direction you want to be going, regardless of where the nose of your car is pointing. If you look off the track, that's where you will drive. Remember, whatever action you have done to create the handling issue, reversing those actions will help towards rectifying the situation.